Most demos fail before you even share your screen. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact 6-step framework that's turning maybe later into where do I sign? Hey, I'm Marcus Shan. I'm the CEO of Vendlink Consulting Group, in which we help B2B sales pros like you crush quotas, earn $250,000 to $500K plus, and become the elite salesperson you always wanted to be. Now, this is in theory. So far, over 700 of our clients have closed more than 19,000 deals. That's added to over 950 million in revenue, over 100 million in commissions. Let's break down how they're running demos that actually close. First, understand why most demos fail. Now, most demos are bloated, they're too long, they're too complicated, and they leave the buyer more confused than when they actually showed up. That's when buyers go, because they need to think about it and they want you to send them more information. But top reps, they follow a system. I call it the impact framework. Let's go and dive right in. So the impact framework breaks into 6 key components. First, the I, identify the stakes. So you start off by reminding them what's really at risk. Not features, not benefits, stakes. For instance, hey, earlier, Bob, you told me that you got 10 reps are closing at 15% while the target's 20%. That 5% gap is costing you $500,000 a month. That's $6 million a year being lost currently, which delays your ability to hire more engineers to improve the product to continue to grow. Now you've got their attention as we're listening to the exact cost of the problem, the opportunity cost, and what's really at stake. Then we go into M, measure alignment. And we're just simply making sure we're 100% aligned to what they told us earlier. And we just ask something as simple as, hey, is that accurate? If they say yes, you are locked in. If they say no, even better, you just avoid blowing the pitch by just assuming. Now here's a really big hint. You can only identify the stakes by nailing a killer discovery like the powerful framework that I shared in detail in chapter 6 of my book, 6-Figure Sales Secrets, right on page 113. Now that they've agreed to why this matters, then we go into P, present the problem. So before you show anything, spell out the real issue. So for instance, hey Bob, your team's win rates are low because reps are doing a subpar discovery, asking transactional questions. That leads to guessing at pitches instead of diagnosing true buyer needs. There's no drama, just truth. Then we go into A, align the solution. Now and only now, show the solution. That's one feature, one screen, one fix. You tee it up by saying something like this. Hey, let me show you how we can fix this exact problem. And then you solve it exactly. Then we go into C, connect proof. And here we just share a short customer story of someone similar to them. And it might sound something like this. Tom, the sales VP at Hytera USA, his team had the exact same problem and it was leading to X impact. Here's what they did with us, and here was the result. And then you back it up with a metric, a screenshot, or a customer quote. The reality is proof beats hype every single time. Then we go to T, trial close. And here we're just simply ensuring what we showed them solves their exact problem. And you can say something along the lines of this. Hey Bob, can you see how this solves the issue better than your current process? Now, if it's a yes, great to move forward. If it's a no, dig deeper. And that's simply it. Then you move on to the next problem and you repeat the packed part of impact. That's P, present the problem, A, align the solution, C, connect proof, and T, trial close for every single problem that they're running into. And the cool part is you'll start stacking a bunch of small yeses before the big close. So let's talk about why this works. Most reps wing their demos or ultimately have a canned pitch they tell to every single prospect, not really solving the exact problems that person's running into. It's usually a company overview, how awesome their customers are, how awesome their products are, all their logos, but doesn't actually solve the core problem at hand. The reality is top reps use a system. And when you use the impact framework, it does 3 key things. Number 1, it makes the cost of an action crystal clear. Number 2, it shows exactly how you solve the pain they're running into while backing it with emotional proof. And 3, it makes the close feel like it's the only logical next step. This is how you win this year. Not with flashy decks, not with endless feature dumps, but with clarity, proof, and precision. Now, if you want our help to train you or your team to nail your demos and close 90% of them, head below to book a call with my team, see what that looks like. And if you want to see exactly how to run a world-class discovery using a sales methodology that's given us an over 50% win rate, head to this video right here.